No, no. You know what? It was a long delay, and getting back from Chicago, it was a long day for these guys, and they showed a lot of character going out there and playing like that. I mean, hard-fought game, great ball game, back and forth, and but we found a way to get a win, and that shows a lot about these guys, how they were out there fighting.
Can you take us through a little bit of the pregame and what the discussions were, especially after 10 o'clock?
That it was going to clear up. We were looking at a split doubleheader, maybe Wednesday. There's some rain coming possibly, so now you're looking down the road at maybe a day off, trying to get the two teams together. The radar showed that it was clearing up. It wouldn't rain again. We couldn't afford to lose another pitcher block, so we hung in there. The fans hung in there, and so we played the game.
At what point did you decide that you weren't going to send Stratton back out there, even though he was having the game of his life?
Yeah, once it got close to an hour, with the added pitching that we have here, it just wasn't worth the risk. He said he had never done it before. That played a part in it. But I just didn't want to take a risk with the kid. And then when it went past an hour, that was a no-brainer. But I pretty much had my mind made up.
After what you described, you kind of touched on this already, but after what you described before the game as two, rough games in Chicago, was this the kind of effort you were hoping they would deliver?
No question. I mean, those two games, we just looked flat. We had our two guys out there on the mound. Won the first game and ended up losing the series. Scored one run in the last two games, and so to come back under these circumstances, it's a long flight from Chicago, and I'm sure the guys were tired, and probably both teams. I mean, I'm sure they were too, but just waiting around that long. But to go out and give that kind of effort, that says a lot about them. And then you have a 4-run lead, and you give that up, and then you lose the lead, and how they came back and fought back and end up winning the ball game. I mean, it could have been easy to roll over at any time, because I'm sure they're pretty beat up right now. Tomorrow we're just going to show and go and play the game.